everyone, it's Dekilah and I have a gloves video for you today. So this is going to be a soft-spoken ASMR show and tell style video. And the first pair of gloves I have that I'm going to show you are these purple leather gloves, which were found and gifted to me by a wonderful gloves-loving fan. So I really appreciate that. I have been looking for purple gloves forever. And these are really lovely. One of the features they have that I really like is this angled cuff. And then there's a vent on the side. I don't know why, but I just feel like that looks so classy. I don't know. And I actually styled this outfit around the gloves, so they kind of match. I love that shades of purple tend to just go together well. I also love that red goes really well with purple. I'm actually going to show you the red ones last. And these are modern. The rest of the pairs I have to show you are vintage. And I was originally going to put all of these in one video, but I think it does better when I do two videos. So I'm actually going to do some of them in the first video, this one, and some of them in a second video. And I'll try to publish them fairly close together. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take these off and then I'll show you a little bit more about them. So they have these 3 lines on the top, which is another really classy feature that I like. And these in particular are not lined. They just have like the suede on the inside. And so these are a good like fall, early winter glove. I will probably wear something that's lined when it's like colder, because here in Michigan it gets pretty cold. So there's the first pair of purple ones. I think I'm going to make a little stack on this side of me. Okay, now I actually got all of the rest of these from this video and the next one from a seller on eBay. I do not remember which one, but a seller on eBay. Okay, actually 2 sellers. The red ones came from someone else, but I was so happy to be able to get like a big set of gloves, and they're all pretty much all size 6.5. I think there might be like 1 pair of 7s or something, but they all fit me really well. I'm trying to see if these have a tag. So I'm going to try to pronounce brand names. If I get them wrong, I apologize. I did not look them up before the video. I'm not even sure I could find the answer if I tried. But so these are Van Ralts. I'm guessing that's how that's pronounced. And I actually got 3 pairs of this style of glove. There's 2 pairs of black ones, like this. These are the black ones, and then there's 1 pair of navy blue, which I decided to show you the black ones. And I actually have another pair of these, the second pair of black ones, in my jacket currently to wear out. So they are lined. I should have showed you that before I put them on, but they are lined. I love how well they fit, because nothing is better than gloves that fit perfectly, and I am so happy that my size, which is a 6.5, seems to be very consistent across brands and even time, which I guess makes sense because I think it's a measurement. But if you're familiar with women's clothing, you'll know that that doesn't always matter, and there are things that are supposed to be based on measurements that are not consistent. Anyway, these do have a little vent on them, and they are fairly short, but they fit my hands really nicely. And they are vintage, and I can tell that this pair probably has been worn a little bit. There's a few little imperfections, but they are still really nice. And I am very happy to have them in my collection because I wanted some more black leather gloves like these that I could actually wear out, because this is my kind of preferred style to actually wear on a regular basis. So I'm really happy with these, and I'm glad there were multiple pairs. Now, the next pair are like ivory or bone color wrist gloves. They're a teeny bit longer, and they have the little pearl buttons on them, which I probably can't but I'm gonna put them on anyway. I did try these all on briefly when I got them, but I have not actually, I'm not gonna try to button those, it's gonna be too difficult. So these are also Van Ralph, 6.5. It says Real Kid, made in West Germany. The other ones didn't have anything but the tag. Oh, should have put it on upside down. Too busy looking at the tag. So these fit really nicely too. I really like these, and I'd say the fingers on these fit a little bit better. I actually got in trouble once when I was in, I think it was about 7 or 8 years old, and I was in class, and I was sitting, and I was fiddling with my hands, and you know how you move your hands around when you're a kid, and the hand thing I was just doing reminded me of this, and I guess I accidentally put my middle finger up, and at the time I didn't know anything, but the little boy sitting next to me made this huge deal out of it. And I felt terrible, and I felt like I was going to get in trouble or something. And again, I was just under my desk. I wasn't actually like holding my hands up or anything. And I know hand signals mean different things. I don't know what they are. I still don't know what they are. And I've learned, and I've been told and learned and kind of forgotten. And then I'll re-remember that certain things are not really appropriate. But just so you know, I don't know. So please don't try to read anything into that, but that's what reminded me of that little story about being in, I think it was 1st or 2nd grade. Anyway, that was long before my gloves love. And I think these are unlined as well, just in case you're curious. So that's pair number 3. Now, pair number 4, I actually don't like. And they're not my color. I don't like the texture, but I still want to show you because maybe you will like them. And here's what they look like. So, let me go closer. So you can see the texture. It's kind of odd. Hopefully my stomach's not actually growling. I'm pretty hungry. I should have eaten lunch before I started filming this. They don't have any kind of marking or tag in them that I can see. So anyway, I will put them on and show you. They don't fit poorly. They actually fit okay. They remind me of work gloves, and that might be part of the issue for me. They're also unlined, which is not a problem, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. They don't even look bad on. It's just one of those like personal things. I'm just not like in love with this particular pair. But they were part of like a bulk deal, so I decided, you know, if there's one pair out of the package that I don't like, that's not a big deal. So. And they are in good condition. I mean, there's no real issues. There's a couple little scratches, but nothing that would be a real issue. I would hate to use them as like gardening gloves. I mean, they're not made for that. This is what they feel like. They feel like work gloves. I mean, like aesthetically, they feel like work gloves. I guess they present like work gloves to me. Okay, now it's time for the last pair. Now that we've gotten those out of the way. These are the red ones. So, in addition to purple ones, which I actually have a pair of, I think I have a pair of purple satin ones and a pair of like purple nylon or whatever ones, but I never had purple leather ones. I have been searching for red gloves for a long time. Now these are also vintage, and looks like I forgot to detach them. Well, that's fun. Okay, I'm gonna pause this and go get some scissors and snip this little thing here, and then I'll come back and tell you more about these. I'll be right back. Okay, so that was a little bit of an unexpected pause, but that's okay. So now I can tell you about these red ones now that I have detached them from each other. So I was saying the red, okay, here's where I was going with the red and it being difficult to find the red gloves. There is a real premium on red vintage gloves, at least as far as I found. Purple ones are just impossible to find. Red ones, they're not impossible to find, they're just at a premium price. So I think these are bechamel. I think they're vintage. I mean, they were they were marketed as vintage. I mean, maybe they're not. The tag actually looks fairly vintage. So I've actually not heard of this brand before. If you have, let me know, because if you know any history, I'd love to hear it. These are a little bit longer than the other pairs I've been showing you. And they are a really lovely shade of red. They are lined as well in like the same shade of red, pretty much. And they are 6.5, which is labeled as extra small. And they're not going to go past my watch band, so that one's going to be a little scrunchy. I don't want to try to stretch them over because I don't want to mess them up. Well, maybe, oh, no, they will go over. Okay, there we go. So these fit really well too. So 6.5 is just like the perfect size for me. And I can't tell, I bet if I was better at recognizing gloves, I could tell by looking at them whether they were vintage or not, but whether they are or not, that's not really like a huge concern for me. I just think they look amazing. And these are a pair that I might actually wear out if I get brave. Not brave in terms of them being too bold, but brave in terms of not wanting to damage them. But they do look great, and they look so good with the purple. They have that little bit of shine to them, and these are perfect. I was so happy to find these. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I am going to film part 2 now with some other gloves that are longer. I think these are a hint shorter than the ones that I have left. For the most part, I think so, or they might be about the same length. Anyway, I will get that video up for you pretty soon too. So enjoy the rest of your day. I really appreciate you watching this. I would love to hear from you in the comments, or of course on my sites as always, but I'm also really active on Twitter if you'd like to join me there. I'll have the link in the description box as well as the links for everything else. So have a wonderful day, and I'll have that other video for you up soon.